All right, I'll go ahead and get into it then. I'm going to put myself on mute here so I don't cause any double talk. And thank you for joining. So, I am the Black Tech Guru, and tonight I want to talk to you about something that I've been getting a lot of messages and questions about. People have been asking me, how can I keep my personal information safe? And what's the best, protection to use, antivirus. And so I just wanted to take a couple quick minutes to go over some of the quick things that you can do to protect yourself. So one of the things I want to talk about is basically how it is that you should go about protecting your network. The internet is what brings all good things to you as well as viruses. And so you want to make sure that everything that you have connected to your internet is protected. And here's how. So, one of the simplest ways to keep your network safe is to make sure that if you have any smart home devices, that you are making sure that those devices are as secure as possible. And the other question people will ask me is like, well, what's a smart home device? A smart device is anything besides your basic laptop, tablet, or desktop that connects to your internet. And I don't think people really think about all the things that are connected to your internet. So this is an Orbi device which magnifies the Wi-Fi signal in your home. It's a smart device. So is a TV. So is a cell phone. So is your Roomba. Essentially, any device that is not a physical computer is probably considered a smart home device. And so the easiest thing to do is to create a separate Wi-Fi that's used only for your smart devices. And most better routers have the ability to broadcast, they call it an SSID signal, broadcast names for different networks. And so that way, there's no crosstalk between the networks. Your smart devices are on a completely separate network than the other devices, which are more likely to have personal data. Um, and so, again, that's probably going to be like your first, well, I'd probably say third line of defense. Now, the other thing that you can do is that every internet enabled device has something called a MAC address. And a MAC address is like a post office box, so when that device hits the internet, if other devices want to send a message, it'll send it to that MAC address. And what you can do is set that separate network so that only the devices that you authorize can even connect to it. So that's another level of security. The other thing that people can do, which is pretty simple, I don't think a lot of people think about this, is hide your Wi Fi network. And so, what that means is that unless you already know the name of the network that you're connecting to, it just appears as an unknown network. So, that's just like one more thing that outside people have to kind of hack through or break through in order to get access to your system. So, as difficult as you can make it, and all of the, things that you can do to make it more difficult and more time consuming, the better. The number one thing, and this is probably the most commonly missed one, is making sure that all devices that connect to your network have an antivirus or are secure. And this prompts the other question. Everyone asks me, they're like, oh my goodness, there's so many different options out there. What is the best antivirus to use? And what I can say is that there are a lot of good products out there for the average user. I mean, Kaspersky, you're not supposed to use because it's a Russian company, but they really had some good products. For me, I prefer using Bitdefender. And Bitdefender is awesome because it actually has versions for all of your devices. So your laptop, your desktop, your cell phone, all of your devices can actually have an antivirus on them. And some of the features it allows you to have are one where it has patch management. And this is something that I don't think anybody's doing. Literally, not anyone is doing. They're not staying up to date with all the security patches that come up for their devices. And Bitdefender actually allows you, actually keeps track of that kind of stuff for you. So that's awesome. And then it also has a super cool feature, and this is really nice for me, just as a business owner, knowing that I have employees that are using different devices. I can actually wipe devices virtually. So if a cell phone or a laptop or something gets into the wrong hands, I can proactively wipe that device of any company information. And so it's simple to use, it's pretty affordable, it covers all of the devices that are on your network, and I mean they just do a phenomenal job of security. And so what I've done is I've partnered with Bitdefender to provide you with 30% off. If that's something that you're interested in, I'm going to share that link down below here. Um, Actually, maybe I can just share it right now. I know there's a lot of interest in this. I'm going to share that right there. And it'll give you 30% off of any product that you should choose from Bitdefender. And so I hope these small pieces of advice help you stay more secure and give you a better understanding of how to protect yourself against threats that are, really super common. I'm the Black Tech Guru. Make sure and like and make sure and share this information. There's so many people out there that are getting hacked, having their personal information stolen, and especially underserved communities are like very, very vulnerable to this. Most hackers target small to medium-sized businesses because these small and simple things are not done. So help me share this information and tell people. All right, you guys have an amazing evening.